Like a lawn chair.
Brown on the tackle. A loss of 2 on the play. It's 3rd down and goal to go.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now Wentz. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
So that one will be accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. Here's Prescott. Now he's forced out left. He's going to take off with it. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. There he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Short throw pick-6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Prescott now steps away to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Derek Barnett, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
With the score, Eagles 20, Cowboys nothing.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jalen Smith charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. To throw is Wentz. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Robert Quinn.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Now Austin. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. But sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. First down, Prescott. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
57. Mike, 50.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
First down, Cowboys.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
We're going to 53. Hey, check, Mike, 57.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the return will stop right around the 25. Intended that time for Cooper.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On the ground, it's Clement to start the drive. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Check!
On 1st down, Sanders. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From just shy of midfield, Wentz, right side caught by Jackson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter.
Here we go. 120! Great. Check. Lucky. Check 50. Check 57. Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic. Blue draw Corkers.
On 1st down, they run with Howard. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Wentz. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 23.
QB's trash. Let's go.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Sanders. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
Go. 180. 48 right now. Let's go. Don't let him breathe. Play that time deep. Don't let him breathe, defense. Man 5-7. 48 mark. Bravo.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wentz flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
We got to step it up. Check. Fresno. Black. Come on.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Cowboys going to burn the 1st of their timeouts. It's just their 1st. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will up the score now. It's 23-zip. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive. but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Elliott. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Cooper's got it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Ronald Darby. Facing this 4th quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Clement. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. From the 27, Wentz. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Watch the shit! He's crashing. He's checking crash. Pilot, 64, weak. 74, 74. Go!
Wentz going to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage.
This defense can use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that will make the lead now 26. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line.
Let's go!
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that.
It got his man complete. And that one results in 35 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Here we go.
Prescott to throw it. Flush to his right. And that's Elliott, complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Over 30 yards there. And 1st downs on 3 consecutive plays now. To throw is Prescott. Buying time to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12.
Kill.
Now Prescott. Forced out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down. This is 3rd and goal. Still looking for the first points of the game. Prescott from the gun. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate, but I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration. A shutout, that's something to be cherished.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, let's bring it.
They run the counter. It's Howard. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field, so you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Dallas Cowboys. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. Steps away. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are.
Looking for his tight end, Witten, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Gehring. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. From the gun, it's Wentz. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
I got you. I got you. Shit. Go. Shit.
On second down, it's Howard. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
On third down, this is Howard. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be first and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
Done. Waiting. No. Wild Bill. Safe. Check 26. Check Sunday. Wait,
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it second and goal.
Go. 120. Watch twist. Twist. 82.
Throwing is Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
A gain of 8 yards. It's now 3rd and goal.
line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal.
Danny. For Tokyo.
Now Wentz. And that is caught. But the bank judge right there to say incomplete. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th.
The 2-yard line.
So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And the kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Fair catch. Made at the 25-yard line. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down. A sack by Brandon Graham. He's been doing that since he entered the league in 2010. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage, it'll make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Here's Jackson. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run the counter. Howard. 17 yards and a first down for Philly. That time a little misdirection really seemed to fool the defense.
And think of it this way. From the time you're in high school, you're taught to watch film and pick up tendencies. Sometimes they can use those against you, though, when they break their own tendencies and hit you back the opposite direction, huh?
Here we go, Pac-Man. 180. Cut. Check 13. Check 13. Ramp. I'm bringing it to you.
On 1st down, it's Sanders. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a 5-yard pickup that time on what will wind up being the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Hey! Check. Kill.
From the 16, Wentz. And he rifles one incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. 3-5-7.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
These type of plays are backbreakers for our defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
Here we go. 120. Rip. Let's go, T. It's going to be a long day.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Let's go, V. Let's go. Hey, let's get there.
Here's Wentz to throw. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Robert Quinn able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
81.
Wentz. It's caught by Aguilar. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Elliott puts this one through. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the 2nd one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Cooper was the target there.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Running with Howard. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Lefty. 6 down.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Sanders, and this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will make our score 9-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll be in search of their initial points in the contest, trailing 9-0 as they begin with the first. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. A throw over the middle taken in, and he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Here go 46. 57's the mic. Watch 57. 26.
Throwing. Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
He's not going to get me.
Here's Prescott. Dancing to his left. He'll run it. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Prescott now from the 50. Being chased out left. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Here's Prescott. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Prescott now. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Here we go. Go right in. 57. Hey, kill. 57, 26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Steps away to his left. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now Howard. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Howard has the first down and then some. And finally down at the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Here we go, Pac-Man. 120!
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Jam it, jam it, jam. Slam, slam, slam.
Let's go. Great.
Switch.
On second down, Clement. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a third down and about 9 to go.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down.
All day, baby, all day.
Working from the gun, Wentz. This is caught by Jackson. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Okay, what can't Deshaun Jackson do? All right, we know about the catches. We just saw another one there. Also gets involved in the return game, and he can break big plays like that. We've seen him do it throughout his NFL career.
We have. What are you thinking of anything in particular?
Yeah, I'm still remembering a certain Giants punter not following orders, and Deshaun Jackson made that big-time return all the way back for a game winner in that one. I still remember seeing the looks of disbelief on the Giants sideline.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here.
57,
53.
Now Wentz. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal?
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Wentz now to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Deshaun Jackson there to make the grab. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
To throw, it's Wentz. And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, the 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down.
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 32 on the play. A first down carry by Elliott. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down. A first down throw for Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off at the 22. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. And that's another great play to come away with the football.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
They're trying to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Flushed out right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off Byron Jones.
Okay, baby. Let's get this.
Here we go.
Mike 57. Here we go. Here we go.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Oh, he's looking long for Witten. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On second down, Prescott again. He's going to look end zone here for Cooper. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And his guys are going to have the football back as the third quarter comes to an end. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Looking to throw on second down. Wentz, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Throwing on second down. Wentz. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's third down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Wentz going to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. Here's Austin. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He finds Randall Cobb on the completion. 22 yards there, a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Prescott throwing complete to Cobb. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off down at the 2. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Another run here with Sanders. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Check, 53, Mike. Let's go, defense.
Throwing now is Wentz. Flush to his right. And Jeffrey's got it. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Great 15, great 15.
Wentz to throw. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Here we go. 120.
Who that? Check 9.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they